All right, I'm sitting here with Miss Debbie Banko from Link Technologies. I'm so excited to have you, Miss Banko. It's been an honor having you in my network and as a support person in my life. I know we've met a few years ago, and over the last year, you've been so supportive of everything military and veterans that I've been involved in, and I want you to know I'm so grateful for that. I know last year you sponsored our squadron dinner for Christmas, and you graciously joined our dinner party offsite. That was really fantastic, and the squadron still talks about that. This year, you joined my board of directors at Cyrud Academy, and you've been serving at that capacity, supporting the operations and the mission. I'm also very, very grateful for your contribution there. And you just recently did something that, of course, Debbie Benko went above and beyond, and you started a scholarship program for our student at Cyrud Academy. So I wanted to take this time and purposely record this because I want people to hear about you. I know a lot of people know you here in Las Vegas. You probably don't go into a room where people don't know who Debbie Benko is, but we're reaching a wider audience. And I want people to hear about who is Debbie Benko and hear about the impact you have on Cyrud Academy and our mission to offer reasonably priced technical education to military veterans and underserved communities. So please, ma'am, introduce yourself and tell us who you are and what do you do?
Well, thank you very much. But I must say as well, the honor has all been mine. I had no intention of joining another board. As you know, I've been doing a lot of that on education. I'm very big on that. But this has just been so impactful to the community, and your leadership has been fantastic. So it's been a lot of fun to support. So I am honored and appreciate the fact that you've allowed me to become a part of it. But I will tell you that Link Technologies is an IT technology firm. We have several arms to the business. We started out doing just project work and a lot of applications development that was specialized primarily in the military as well as in some of the casinos. And then we ventured into staffing because of the Navy, okay, which I know everything down here is more Air Force, but that's kind of where I started, which is up in the northern part of Nevada. And we took that venture that was really small in nature, and we took it all the way across the United States and into Guam. So we've been in the Pentagon and all these different places. And I think it's because we were one of the first, and I needed to make sure that we got paid. So I supplied them with a free project manager that made sure that all of our paperwork got done. So sometimes when you do things like that, they really benefit you and benefit the companies twofold. So that's really how we got our big start was through the military. We do a lot of staff augmentation, high-end project managers, management consultants, software development, network integration, ERP types of implementation support. So we do a lot of that type of thing. We also have a security side where we are very focused on QSA work and writing the rocks, the SAQs, pen testing, vulnerability assessments, ASV scans. And we've worked a lot with the federal government, um, primarily DECA, and we worked with them all over the world in terms of doing those types of things. The pen testing was internal and external telecom, and as you know, DECA touches all armed forces. So once again, I find myself back in the armed forces. I really love the federal government work, and I particularly love working with the military. Very difficult to get those contracts, but once you're in and you do work, you become a part of that family. And because the state and this part of the state is heavily military, okay, we really felt like we wanted to continue trying to bring former military folks, veterans, that type of thing, on board with us to work on all types of projects, whether they're commercial or federal in nature. So that's pretty much us. We also have a help desk and we have a SOC.
Wow.
along with a SIM, and we do a lot of security monitoring. But that's really the gist of what Link Technologies does right now.
That is so inspiring. And you're the founder of Link Technologies, correct?
I am, and
That's,
I am proud to say I started this in my kitchen.
yeah. I mean, that's such an inspiring story. You're such a busy lady, but you still make time. You made time, to visit with our squadron. You made time to support our board of directors. You supported our events. You show up to every event, and I'm just so grateful for that. Thank you
Well,
for your
thank you. I don't think
leadership.
I show up to all of them, but I certainly try. So,
I
uh,
remember you in all.
well, thank you for that, but I think I'm getting a little more credit than I deserve.
Oh,
I mean, there are times that I can't make them all, but I always really want to be there. So even if I can only go for a certain period of time, I'd like to be there and represent and help further along this wonderful nonprofit. So yeah, and support you, Box, as
thank you.
well. Mhm.
Thank you. That means so much to me. So now I want to talk about this scholarship program that we've started. And now this is the first of its kind where we actually start a scholarship for both industry and private, and you chose to go for both. So can you tell us what are the selection criteria for students to apply to the Link Technology Scholarship and John Nader?
Jan Nader.
Jan Nader.
Yes, yeah. Well, let me start with Jan Nader. Jan Nader has always been a big inspiration to me. She is my sister-in-law, and she has had MS since she was about 23 years. She is 74 now, and she is in end stage MS. But what she has given back to the technology um, community where she lives has been incredible. She has been bedridden for many years, but yet she helps to support PC techs and does the actual PC tech kind of thing, and she'll help nonprofits with those types of things. She is an amazing woman that's looking at a lot of adversity from time to time. Her husband recently just passed away, and she was being moved from Michigan to Ohio, and the people that came in and got her using a lift had a bad accident happened, and she's such a gracious person that she took full responsibility
Oh,
because she didn't do her part properly in it, but they did drop her, and she broke about 9 bones, and they can't be operated on. But she did make it down to Ohio, and then she had to go through all the things that people go through with changing medications because of different states' priorities. But yet she always has a smile on her face, and she is so smart about technology. So I really wanted to give back in her name because of all of the disabled folks out there that find some of these challenges unsurmountable at times. She's been an amazing person and an amazing, not just sister-in-law, but sister to me. So that was the main reason for that scholarship. Okay. For Link Technology Scholarship, I really want to give back to those people who, when they become a veteran or get out of the armed forces, they need to get back into the mainstream of life, commercial types of work or what have you. And sometimes it's very difficult for them. But when you find one that can make that transition, you want to help them in any way you can because they're so smart and so very focused on what they do. And that's what we're looking at for that scholarship is people that are getting ready to end their terms within the armed forces and trying to get back into the community and technology. Link Technologies hires a lot of people that come from armed forces, and we've always had such great luck with them. They're so respectful, so willing to learn, to get out there in the marketplace, and quite humble, really, when it comes to that. So we're very excited to be able to help in any small way that we can.
thank you, ma'am. I'm personally honored to carry the legacy of Miss Jan, and I hope she gets an opportunity to watch this interview. And I hope she finds inspiration and hope in a message like this. You've created a program in her name that is so beautiful and so impactful. So good for you. And
Oh,
thank
I think
you.
she would really love it. She would really love it. And so I'm just thrilled that you gave me this opportunity. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's our honor to do this. Thank you for everything you do for our community and everywhere, not just military and veterans. I know you support lots of nonprofits, you support women in tech. I'm a testimony of that, of all the support I've received from you over the last couple of years. So publicly, I want to say thank you for all of it. I really appreciate this.
Well, thank you. It's my honor to be a partner with you. Your work is exemplary out there, even as a consultant in project management. But what you do for others and you teach them as well. You're also a trainer. So that's pretty amazing. I don't know if I'm actually really very good at that, but I love to help people who can give back to some of these folks the way that you do. Thank you. Mhm.
We can't do it without the support of businesses and individuals like yourself. Right. Cyrus Academy was born out of a dream and a hope to bring education at a reasonable cost, to provide these certifications, training through scholarship programs, so people don't have to go through hoops to get certifications in CompTIA or Cisco or project management. These are very well needed certifications, especially for those transitioning out of the military and recent graduates.
In particular in cybersecurity too. I mean,
Yes.
project management, we're always looking for great project managers,
Yes.
not just project managers, but great project managers. And Asal, you're certainly one of those, that is for sure. But the cybersecurity environment here, it always requires the right kinds of people. And I think that the training that they get with Cyber Academy is very important to that effort. I did just read about a lot of grants going out to a lot of cities and universities to provide them with staff to
Right.
handle all of their cybersecurity needs, especially with the advent of what's happened with the state of Nevada. And thank goodness for that, because what a wonderful job they did getting everything back online. And now they're supporting this to bring us more education to educate technical folks. And I think that's really wonderful. And I want to commend them for doing this as well. Tim Gallucci is really a very, very nice man, and it's wonderful that he spends his time giving back to the technology community this way in particular, and Sharon McGee as well. So, yeah. Mhm.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So Tim Calusi and Sherry McGee and Leslie Russ and Lieutenant Colonel Johnson, they all got together and they threw this tee off for Vets in Tech up in Reno. They wanted to bring the tech community up north in Nevada. I know we do a lot of work here in Southern Nevada, so we're so excited to support our communities up north. So thank you for helping us with that mission. And with that, Ms. Banko, I want to ask if there are people out there looking to connect with Link Technologies, either for job opportunities or other inquiries, how could they get hold of you or your team?
By all means, let me give you my email address. I do get a lot of emails. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get back, but I do get back. And my email is debbieb@linktechconsulting.com. And happy to talk to anybody. Our phone number is 702-233-8703. And you can talk to any of our recruiters or myself. I'm happy to talk to anyone who's interested in getting into this marketplace.